All right. So this is going to be a video explaining how to set up your Zap from the customer factor to QDS. And so first, obviously, you're going to want to go start with, go back and then create a Zap. And it'll ask you, what app you want to look for. Just make sure you have um, the customer factor selected. It'll have you choose the app, go through, just type that in. Um, Once you have that, it'll say, oh, choose your trigger event. Um, and that's going to be job completed. So that's going to scroll down. It'll be kind of in the middle. Job completed is the one we want just because that's the right trigger, and that's what we're looking for. That way things are nice and done. Customer factor account, you're just going to, this is our test account. We're honestly any account you have, just like the one that you use for your business. Um, it'll have you log in and simply, put in your login and it'll connect it if you don't already have it connected to Zapier. And so then it's going to be like found data. You'll say like test, and then it'll be like, yep, we did it, congrats. And then we're going to go. Then you go to add your second step, do this. We're going to look at QDS. The video that when you clicked on this, it should be in if you did it through support or at my personal business email. You should have the link to join on with QDS in Zapier. As of right now, it is private as of the making of this video, but it should be there, and it'll simply take you to grab it, and then it'll be like, yep, that's part of your apps now. And then so yeah, you'll go to QDS, Quadrum Software 1.0.1 is the current as of this video. It's the most current version. Um, so yeah, just have that selected. Then our only action is create survey. Obviously, that's the only thing we really care to do. Choosing your account, making sure it'll have you again log in, and it might ask you like, oh, please put in the URL that you would log in with. Ignore that, because it'll basically just want you to put in your login at that screen anyway. So there's no real reason to be like, oh, let's edit the URL. So once you type in College of Software, it'll have you have you sign into your account. Just put in your credentials, and then customizing your survey. Now, this is going to be what we're looking for from the customer factor. So job ID, it doesn't actually have one pullable from customer factor as of right now. And also it's not the most needed for QDS. Really, we just want service date. And again, you'll just type in, if I was doing this from scratch, I'd do service date, and then bam, it shows where it pulls from. So service date, customer ID, and yours might have data, yours might not. That just shows that from our test data, nothing was pulled, but this is the field that we would be pulling from. So client ID is customer ID, client first name, just they basically replace everything with customer, just how they word it. So client first name, customer first name, and then customer last name is that. Client name, and that's I just put customer company name. You can also put customer full name, but I believe this would be the more pertinent information to put. So let's see, client email, just test one, and you'll just put your customer email, and it should pop up with something that's actually like one of your clients' emails, just because it'll be like, oh, this is test data that it's trying to send through the pipeline at the moment. Client mobile number, customer cell phone, easy. And then the rest of it we really are going to leave blank, just because it's not really required, and not really that needed for our import. Other than client status is active, this will limit it to obviously active clients. Branch ID and branch names aren't really important unless you're, obviously you can put those if needed. Employees, and then jobs assigned to. That should have your employees' data. So, yep, and that will be everything. And it'll say send data, and it'll be like, yep, it went through, or if it didn't, there's a problem. Up on the right-hand side, it'll say like, oh, you didn't put, it'll say, oh, you didn't put a service date, and that's one of our required fields type thing. And then once you're done editing, it'll it pops back out and it'll be like, the app's ready to turn on. Turn that on, save, and then you are good to go. Thank you.